What's going on, Disc Golf World? My name is Luke Humphries, and you are watching the GK Pro Disc Golf Pro Tours Match Play Championship here from Hellertown, Pennsylvania. We are at the Steel Club, which is an old ball golf course with a ton of history on it and a fantastic designer, Donald Ross course. And those are the ladies that are going to play for $10,000. Paige Pierce, Missy Gannon, both fighting their way to this opportunity here at the top of the match play championship. So this is a match play match. I've said it in the videos before if you've watched, but it's a little bit different than stroke play. Each hole is going to be like its own little tournament, and I'll tell you more after this interview.
This will be the best cash of your career. How are you feeling about your performance so far?
I feel great, and it's going to be double that. So, all the pressure's on her. She's the 5-time world champion here. I just got to do what I do and take her down.
Paige, what are going to be some of the key aspects of your game that you're focusing on going against your best friend, Missy Gannon?
All of it. I'm the best player in the world. She knows it. She's throwing my signature disc in her bag, and, we're ready to battle.
Did you guys also have lunch together?
I actually invited her, and she bailed on me, so.
Strategy. Just a strategy, Can't be too friendly right before the match.
Congratulations to you both on making it to the final round. We're all excited to see how the match goes down.
All right, that was pretty hilarious. Paige and Missy, obviously really good friends as well as incredible disc golfers. Missy Gannon's strength, her putting, Paige Pierce, you guys all know her game. It's all around just really good. But like I was saying, this is match play, so each hole is going to be played different from the other holes. The lowest score on that hole wins it, and the match is over when one player leads by more than there are holes left, i.e. Paige is up 4 with 3 to play or something like that. And that's an incredible crowd that's following this grouping along. They are actually playing with Calvin and Eagle, rounding out that foursome. So anybody in Pennsylvania at this time is getting to watch a lot of disc golf, both male and female. And look at that crowd. Unbelievable. Paige finds herself inbounds. Great shot from her. This first hole not overly long. If both ladies can find their way to the fairway, it should be a manageable approach from there. That's a great looking shot from Missy. She's not as long off the tee as Paige is, so she'll be throwing her approaches into the green first, which is something that, worth noting because there could be some strategy play there. Great shot from her. Paige has the opportunity to put pressure on Missy with the tee shots. Missy has a chance to put pressure on Paige with these up shots. And possibly a little sign of that right there. Missy parked, and that's one of the worst shots I've ever seen Paige throw. Very uncharacteristic from the 5-time world champ. Not a bad bid at that 66-footer or so, but Missy Gannon looks like she was conceded that, which you are allowed to do in match play golf. You can concede your opponent a putt so they don't have to putt out. You just head on to the next hole. Here we are at hole 2. I've said it before, a very demanding tee shot. Good drives will land right here where the drone is flying over. These ladies playing it as a par 5, so a layup shot somewhere in this area would be a great play. If Paige catches her drive right, she could very well go for this green, but there is out of bounds long, left, and right. Very guarded green, so I think safe shots, definitely the way to go here. Put the pressure on your opponent. Don't make the mistake yourself. Really pretty shot from Missy. It did skip off that tee pad a little bit, so she'll most likely have some side hill footing. See how she deals with that. Paige early left, but apparently better than this. And this is looking really good. A beautiful shot from Missy. Side hill, uphill, standstill forehand from her. That's not her strength, but she executes nonetheless. And that was Paige's disc right in front of her. This needs to get down. Okay, without a doubt, she slipped there. Going to be a little bit out of position for this approach shot. I doubt that she can see the surface that she's trying to play to, making it a little bit more difficult, but she's grabbed a putter, so she's not too far out. Yeah, that's a good position play. She'll have 100 feet for her birdie and advantage Missy as she is looking right at this thing. Fading out way too much, though. And skipping left, that is safe. Short's better than long. We mentioned it before. There is out of bounds over there, so. Paige doing the smart thing, possibly a little bid, but she's got to make her opponent make putts like this. This would be Missy to go 2 up through 2 holes, which would be an astonishing start against the number 1 seed, Paige Pierce. I mean, it just chains out a little bit left side, and that will be a half from these ladies. No one gains a point, and we head into hole 3. See it before you? Lots of space to throw this disc. Somewhere around these trees or past them is position A, and you'll just be approaching to this left to right sloping green. It's a pretty straightforward hole. It will assist Paige to have that extra 50 feet. Missy with an opportunity to put some pressure on with a good fairway drive. Yeah, it looked good. Got a full flight out of it. That's what matters most. She may have some issues with those trees as she approaches, but gotta just sit down. Okay. That's no problem from there. And she won't have any issues with those trees. Missy opting for the Anheuser release, hoping that one would flex out a little more than it did, maybe just a little quicker. Either way, she's circle 2 and putting back up the hill. One of the ways you can run a putt on this green, so not a terrible position, but Paige definitely looking to do better. Oh, and she does. Sliding herself into circle 1, and she'll have 25 feet left. Substantially uphill, plus a low ceiling. Just hard for Missy to get that thing basket high. And now Paige to win the putt, or to win the hole, excuse me. Beautiful stroke from her. Plenty of confidence, even on the downhill. Tying things up after hole 3, heading into hole 4. This is a righty backhand spike hyzer for these ladies. Missy might not have the distance to get all the way to the basket, but she can definitely get herself inside circle 1. Paige just needs to make sure she doesn't throw this thing out the back like she did in the quarterfinals. Lots of ground action there. Maybe some wet ground adding to that big skip she got, but she'll be about 50 feet, it looked like, which is a hard putt to run to this elevated basket because of how close the out of bounds is to it. See if Missy can adjust. That's a beautiful shot from her. Consistent play. She's been right around there the first 2 days that she's played that hole. Awesome to see the competitors joking and having fun out here. There is $10,000 on the line, but they're still best friends. Definitely a run from Paige, but left herself pretty close. Now Missy to grab that lead right back from Paige. Right on line, just a little bit low, that elevated basket. Costing Missy that lead, so we will stay all square heading into hole 5, which is a very technical drive. You're trying to push the ceiling as much as you can, get yourself up this hill, possibly even into the flats that the drone is flying over now. The higher you get up, the easier the second shot will be as you move the disc left to right and then keeping the height so that you can make it all the way to that basket. Most players landing somewhere on the bottom of the hill, giving themselves a circle's edge look up the hill for their birdie. Wow, huge shot from Paige. That's a hard one to match for Missy. She just needs to get herself in play. And that's not a bad shot there. Paige can really put pressure on players on holes and drives exactly like this, where Missy would have to throw her best drive to be able to match Paige's. She's got that extra little bit of distance that keeps her atop the FPO division. Looks like she's playing an understable fairway turnover. And that's really well done. Look to have slid inside circle 1. And if that's correct, that's a beautiful hole for Paige Pierce. Just needs to putt, close it out. Missy to put some pressure on that putt. Oh yeah. She's not going to miss those. Pressure applied. And it was not circle 1, but not too far into circle 2. Ooh. Great looking bid from Paige Pierce. Now Missy to clean up her par and remain all square with Paige. Oh yeah. One of the best, if not the best, FPO putters on the planet. And I might even say top 5 putters of any gender. She's just so good at putting. Missy Gannon cleans that up, does remain all square, heading into hole 6, drastically downhill with out of bounds. You can see the yellow stakes there, basically everywhere around the green. Landing your drive safe is priority number 1, especially if you're first on the tee. In a match play format, the second you're up first and throw out of bounds, your competitor... Oh no, sit. Don't do that. It stopped. Amazing. Okay, good. Hate to see her penalized for such a good shot. But yeah, if you're up first and throw it out of bounds, it's so easy for your competitor to throw that thing in bounds and get their par. You just don't want to make mistakes like that. This also looking really good. Sit. So we got a couple long putts. Missy's longer. She'll go first. Got to remember out of bounds behind this basket as well. But a great run. Paige. Another chance to take the lead. Oh, and she does not waste this one. Amazing straddle putt up the hill, right about circle's edge. Picking up her competitor's putter.
Daily fantasy sports made easy. Simply pick the over-under on 2 or more players, and that's it. You can win up to 10 times your money in just one day. Download the PrizePicks app today and get your first deposit match up to $100.
All right, moving into hole 7, and we have a new leader, Paige Pierce, able to be one up on Missy. And I got to thank the Disc Barn for sponsoring this drone coverage, guys. Check them out at thediscbarn.com. And don't forget, any orders over $75 get free shipping. Thank you, Disc Barn. Par 4, 765 feet. The more right that our players keep their discs, the more level their second shot is. It's very easy to let these discs leak out to the left, which creates a much harder second shot. Paige's disc doing exactly what I was talking about. Missy threw this drive really good yesterday. Got her disc to move right along that tree line. Oh, and she does it again. Flexing out perfectly over the hill, staying high on that hill. That's position A. In better position, but shorter. This will be Missy's approach. This needs to get down. Oh, it does. Just short of the bunker, which is actually just outside circle 1. So Missy Gannon's got a great opportunity at the birdie. Now Paige from lower on the hill. This has got to go 40 feet higher than Missy's, and this was tugged a little bit. Yeah, got it a little further right than she wanted, and I don't think you can run this putt in match play. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. Paige proving me wrong. Now Missy. I wonder how hard she's trying to run it at the end of the day. She can lay that thing up and tap in. Mistake by Paige, in my mind. You got to make your competitor hit their putt in a situation like that with OB so close to the basket, and the angle of her approach is not very good. Either way, she's a champion for a reason, and I'm just the guy sitting here talking about it. But hole 8, par 3, 375 feet. This is a big pull from Missy. I'll say it like that. She's going to need to catch this thing just right. She's caught it nice. Oh, yeah. Edge of circle 2, it looked like. So right about 66 feet. This hole definitely plays to Paige's advantage. Let's see if she can. It's actually perfect. She felt like she pulled it, but she threw it really high. And it had plenty of time to hook back around. Not often we hear Paige make comments about the disc, and then it's parked. She usually knows exactly what her discs are doing. So now, Missy knows she needs to make this. Running it down. She already gotten 25 feet away from her disc. Okay, and Missy concedes the hole. Paige only left with about a 9-foot birdie putt, so Missy says pick it up. Take that lead. We will head into hole 9, the prettiest hole on the course, headed straight down the hill. This basket placed precariously behind an out-of-bounds green that our players would do well to not land on. It's really the only thing they can't do on this hole. And this is a great move. Paige has put on this, fading out left enough to miss the green, but throwing it far enough to give herself a look at that birdie. We've seen Missy play this one short left, not even really going for the hole, content to take the 3 and make her competitor get the 2 to beat her. Not a bad play. She'll need to take it over a portion of the green and get the speed right to not go too far over the hill. Well played from her. Not as close as she would have liked. That looks to be about 22 feet from the basket. So she still has a putt to hit. I wonder if Paige is thinking about that now. Content to run it and sitting pretty close now. Missy needing to hit this par putt to not lose another. So clutch. That is so clutch. You got a couple hundred people sitting right there watching you. Man, stepping up and hitting putts like that is why Missy Gannon's name is becoming a household name in the disc golf world. You see a shot of Eagle and Calvin both playing with these ladies in their own battle. You'll have to go check out Gatekeeper's coverage of that if you're looking to watch the men. But here we are, hole 10, par 4, 510 feet with lots of out of bounds down the left and nothing really to speak of on the right. So we'll see players bail out that way and just try and get up and down for that 3. All right. A little bit early left from Paige, but that is no problem, and it's a more direct route at the basket, so she'll have a short approach from there, possibly even one of her long jump putts. And this is kind of what I thought we'd see from Missy. It's what we saw the first 2 days, playing well right. It's about 200 to 225 feet away from the basket. A range she's very adept at. And this looks great. Ooh. She's good for that one nearly every time. Pressure on Paige to match now. Yeah. Not stone dead. Looks like she's still got about a 20-footer. Wind's a little bit gusty. Wow. And just like that, we are back to all square. Pressure will make you do a lot of things. They're playing for $10,000 now, and we're all square. 2 holes left. Hole 11, players looking to land right here. Approach over this out of bounds area, up the hill, right to left to this basket, really in the middle of this fairway. Not much around it. On a slope, worth noting, but 2 good 300-foot shots should land these ladies in birdie position. Missy now with the advantage and the tee. That's beautiful position from her. Any more left of that, and she's starting to cut her angle of approach into that green off. But that's perfect there. Paige looking to match. Yeah, that's well done from her as well. Missy first to play. And she really ripped that one, got it a little bit turned over and a little lower than she would have liked, but still, to be 36 feet on this basket, not a bad thing at all. Paige got this one higher, a little more hyzered on it, and I'd call that one advantage Paige right there. Both these ladies definitely have the ability to hit putts, though, so if Missy can hit this, it would be huge pressure back on Paige. Oh my gosh. What a putt. Can't say enough. When it comes time to put the disc in the basket, Missy Gannon among the best of them. Ooh. Didn't even feel like it was out of her hand before she asked for it to drop. It does, and she cashes. We remain all square, headed into the last. Hole 12. That's a beautiful hole when you're standing on the tee box, super downhill, looking at some of the best property in Pennsylvania. Par 4, 760 feet. These ladies are going to be able to air out the disc and get way down there. Their approaches should be short, which makes it fairly straightforward unless you're playing for $10,000. Nothing is straightforward then. See what these ladies can do. Fairways lined with spectators. And Missy Gannon striping one down the fairway. Gorgeous shot from her. Paige just needs to make sure she doesn't try and put on a show. At a time like this, it'd be fun too. She needs to throw a golf shot, though. Just like this. Huge shot from Paige, but more importantly, in the fairway. And she'll be second to approach now. Missy Gannon. If she could slide this thing up really close, she might get the 5-time world champion to throw an errant up shot. Okay. Really wide, really high. I like the play. This grass is thick. Discs aren't going anywhere when they land. Just a standstill putter from Paige. Ooh, this looks good. Oh, yeah. Snuggled it up. Pressure on Missy. She's going to have another 20-plus foot putt to keep this thing going. And this is essentially a $10,000 putt right here. Ice in her veins. Missy Gannon's heart does not beat like the rest of ours. We would have been knees weak, arms heavy, palms sweaty, missing putts. But here we are, extra holes. And Jeff Spring there announcing. We're back at hole 1. Missy Gannon still has the advantage. She's throwing first. Okay. Asking for it to get down. Wasn't in as much danger as she thought, but who knows what's going through your mind at a time like this. Boom. Paige tagged this one way up the hill. A little far right, which does lengthen her approach, but she'll still be second. So now Missy with a chance to apply some pressure to Paige Pierce. That's a little high. Gotta sit. Okay, we did see some people kind of filter out of bounds right there, but Missy, not one of them, continues putting the pressure on Paige. All she had left was a jump putt after that huge drive. And now the cleanup putts for both of these ladies. Paige going through that full routine, not deviating at all. This is the time when it's most crucial to stick to your routine, not let that emotion sneak in. Full release from Missy Gannon, and we're heading into our second playoff hole. Hole 2, you saw the drone before, looking to move up the hill and then left. And that was pulled a little bit from Paige, but may have made its way back to the fairway. If not, it will have been stuck in that high grass. But either way, a great shot from her, especially in a situation like this. So pressure on Missy. That is low and right. Oh, but it's good now. She's in the short grass. Perfect run up for her. Dealer's choice. Looking to throw that forehand right back to the path. And that's pretty good there. Stayed on the edge. That was crucial. Even a couple feet into that tall grass create a side hill lie that we've seen players have trouble with so far this week. Paige did make it into that tall grass. Asked for her disc to keep on turning. The confidence to throw a flippy putter at the out of bounds in a situation like that, unbelievable. Paige knows her discs. A little bit of a weird run up for Missy, and that is a low release. So now Paige, if she can get this one close, she might have secured herself. How about this leaking early? Because she threw a putter and she had proper speed, it looks like she'll have a circle one putt. You got to think Missy's trying to give this one. No, not trying to get a bid. With how precarious this green is, she's satisfied to just lay it up and make Paige Pierce make this putt now. Here we are, $10,000 if she makes it. And just a little, whew, that's what 10,000 bucks sounds like.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, big round of applause for yours.
Don't hide behind me. Thank you.
We're here with Paige Pierce. Paige, what a match. It took extra innings. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I was just telling Missy that's the first time I've even played hole 11 all week, and we were just pushing to the end, went into a playoff. That was the first FPO playoff this week, so obviously it was a great match. It showed that we were both supposed to be here, and hopefully we put on a good show.
Yeah, can you talk about that putt on 11? You had just missed a short one on the previous hole. How do you reset yourself mentally for a 28-footer like that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think everyone can relate. You know, we no matter what level of disc golfer you are, you have nerves on those 15-foot putts, especially when you're playing for $10,000 and you know, all these cameras are on you. You know, just because we're professionals doesn't mean we don't miss those, or it doesn't mean we don't get nervous on those. So for me, I feel more comfortable from 25 and out, and I think it showed on that. But still, after Missy made a 40-footer uphill straddle, which I had a feeling she was going to make, you know, I had a lot of nerves going into that putt too, and that was a big moment for me.
You just won $10,000. That ties your second highest cash all time in your lengthy career. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, pretty amazing. Obviously, all these spectators being out here, the way the sport is now progressing, it's almost like you're buying a concert ticket to come watch. So it shows that the sport is getting more and more legitimate. It's helping build our purses. They're helping us to make this into a career. And obviously Jeff Spring with the Pro Tour getting a lot of outside sponsors involved is helping out as well. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, we're coming out here and it makes us want to run more putts. It makes us want to throw more exciting shots. So when the purses keep going up like that, you're going to see a lot more exciting finishes.
Congratulations on the victory. Anyone you'd like to thank out there?
Oh man, everyone. I think my sponsors for sure. We haven't had too many award ceremonies this year, so I definitely want to take this moment to give some thanks to my sponsors for supporting me all year. Grip, OTB, and especially Discraft and Thunderbird Bar. So thank you guys so much. It really means a lot seeing all the messages coming in and supporting me even when I don't have a trophy in my hand. So yeah.
Word is you signed up for Music City. We'll see you there next week.
Yeah, I signed up. So I'm flying out. I'm driving to Charlotte so that the band's there so I can get to practicing at the Pro Tour Championship and throw pink. But yeah, gonna fly to Music City and rent a car and try to, the last minute decisions, trying to get a Player of the Year bid in. Kat and I are within 5 points, so I know if I skip Music City Open, I'm pretty much handing it to her. So I want to go for another battle against Kat and see who wants it more.
Cool. Well, congratulations on the victory, and thanks for the show today.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Paige.
There you have it, Paige Pierce adding another notch to that belt, grabbing a match play championship. Big thanks to GK Productions, as well as the Disc Golf Pro Tour for allowing us to put this on and be with you guys. Thank you for joining me. My name is Luke Humphries. You've been watching the Disc Golf Pro Tour's Match Play Championship from Pennsylvania, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. We'll see you there.